You are now tuned in with Adventures with
the Venters.
Alright, y'all, we came back with another video, and this is our How We Met. How we meet. How I bagged her, y'all. Y'all wanna know how I bagged her?
Or I bagged her, actually.
Who y'all think bagged who? Alright, y'all. First and foremost, we're gonna let y'all know that. But we met on
Instagram.
Shout outs to y'all, man. Shout out. We don't know how we met on Instagram, but that's where we met at.
No, I don't know how I found her page, because I started following her first. Don't remember how I found her page, but I came across her page, started following her because I thought she was cute. I also thought she was a catfish because she only had like 6 pictures on her page, but I was like, okay, she's still cute.
You don't need that many pictures. You don't need that many pictures.
But
we met on Instagram. She found my page. We don't know how she found my page, but she found it. And she was following me. But at the time, I was entertaining.
She was in an entanglement.
Wasn't an entanglement.
A situationship, whatever
you want to call it.
She had somebody else at the time, and I seen it in her story on Instagram, so I never approached her or said anything to her when I first started following her. But then
she's a respectable young woman.
Respected. I started noticing the girl on her page less and less. So one day she posted her car and her motorcycle on her Instagram story, and I just so happened to heart eye it. That's all I did. I just sent little heart eyes for the car and the motorcycle, y'all. And she responded back to me, and she just kind of said, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate it." And from there, I just kind of started asking her name. Like, I was like, "Oh, what's your name? How old are you? Where you from?" Asking her small little questions. And she was just being real short with me, kind of just giving me real short answers. Like,
she heart-eyed my motorcycle in my car.
Washington, D.C. And that's all she was kind of giving me.
She heart-eyed my motorcycle in my car. So I thought possibly she rode motorcycles. She wasn't trying to ride no motorcycles, y'all, if y'all know what I'm trying to say. That was the last thing she was trying to ride. Or was a motorcycle.
But anyways, so we kind of started talking on Instagram, and we ended up exchanging numbers, and we started texting and everything. And when we had met, it was like 4 days before my birthday. So I don't know if I told her or she asked me or whatever, but I ended up telling her that it was my birthday. Like,
it was part of those questions those 10 questions you use to get to know somebody. What's their name, where they're from, where they live, when's your birthday.
And I was like, oh, actually my birthday's on like a Thursday or something.
And I was like, what you about to do for your birthday? She's like, actually my plans got canceled, so I'm not doing that. So I'm like, what? You're not doing that for your birthday? That can't be. Not when you know me. So I'm like, what we gonna do? What's popping with us? What we up to? And I was like, at least we can go do is get you a drink. At least go do that. She was like, a drink? A drink?
That's right up my alley, y'all.
You got me right there.
We agreed, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, y'all. So I got there first, waited for her to show up. She showed up about 10-15 minutes later after me. I had already been sitting there drinking my little beer and everything. She showed up, and she said she didn't even know who she was looking for.
I was in the parking lot, guys, looking at her Instagram because I needed to know who I was going in here to meet. I knew I was going in here to meet a girl named Bree, who was 29, and it was her birthday, but I had no idea what her face looked like. I had no.
She comes inside. We sit down, talk, drink, enjoy each other's company.
Yeah,
we had a really good vibe and everything going. So we ended up not wanting to stop the night. And oh wait, rewind a little bit. This fool made me take a shot while we was there. And let me tell you, I don't do shots. Like, I usually don't do shots or anything like that. I love to drink, but shots ain't one of my preferred drinks. So she made me take a shot at midnight for my birthday and everything. Caused the scene. Told everybody, tell her happy birthday.
The video gonna be somewhere up here. Big 29. You see like how it was going. It's going great, man. Y'all would have thought we had been friends like
Exactly.
for a while. The vibe was unmatched, man. Like that, it was great night. So we both was like, I guess after drinking a couple drinks and stuff, we both was like, hey, I'm hungry. And she's like, what you want to order for me? I was like, I actually don't like the food from here. So she's like, well, let's go somewhere where you gonna want to eat or whatever. And I'm like, all right, what's around here? Because like I said, I had just moved over to this area like probably like 10 days before her birthday, like five to 10 days before. So I didn't know anything that was over here. So she was like, oh, Fridays is up the street from my house. I was like, I'll eat at Fridays. So she get in her car, get back on the bike. We drive up. I'm following her to Fridays. We get to Fridays. Sit there for another hour and a half. Sit there, eat, drink some more, blah, 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 blah. Enjoying each other's company. She feeling a little tipsy.
I had to be to work in the morning. I was acting like I didn't have to be at work. I was just enjoying myself.
The vibe was super unmatched. It was super natural. It wasn't forced. It was just... It was like she had been my friend all along, and we just was seeing each other from like old times, from having seen each other for a while. So it was definitely a dope interaction. And I was like, all right, let's keep the night rolling. You know, we done got a couple drinks in, so she's throwing them back now. So I'm like, all right, cool. We about to go somewhere where you can get like cheaper shots, because them shots is coming like 15, 12, and I'm like, yeah, let's go a little lower, or like go get a bottle, get some cheaper shots. There was Bourbon Street. I was like, hey, if you don't feel like going to my house, we go to Bourbon Street. They got $4 shots. It's a nice, cool spot. We can play some pool, play some games, this, that, and the third. And she's like, oh, I gotta go to work in the morning. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I was like, Bourbon Street's a little far. I was like, I was like, maybe another time. And she was like, oh, well, let's just go back to my house then, and we can drink over there. And remind you, our houses was like a minute apart, so I wasn't tripping.
Stayed on the same streets, y'all. We stayed on these same streets. I turned left at the light. She turned right.
It was like a block away.
Yeah, like we could walk if we needed to each other's house. That's how crazy.
We know it's walking. so she invited me back to her house for drinks or whatever. So we get back over to her house. No drinks. There's no alcohol at her house.
There was alcohol at my house.
Not the alcohol she promised me.
I told her that I think I had Hennessy in it. But like I said, I didn't know what I had in there. Yeah, I know I had it at my old spot, but I guess I was just like, all right, it must not have been a lot left, or I drunk the rest of it before I threw the bottle in the trash, or whatever happened. But I didn't have Hennessy at my house. So I had all of these other ones, but she's like, yeah, no, I don't want that. I've been drinking. I'm on darker, this, that, and the third, so I didn't want that. So I was like, all right, cool. So we just went, and I was like, I still had boxes all over my house and stuff. So she was like, oh, but I was like, my room is sort of set up like my bed is, my TV and stuff. You can come chill up there. But the way my bed was set up, y'all, I'm not trying to be all fresh and mac and clean like that.
No, she did. She had a circular bed that had like a rimming around it where you can kind of sit on it. So it was almost like having a couch around your bed type thing. So we came upstairs, sat down, watched TV. We talked some more, interacted, and had fun and all that stuff. And the
interaction was great.
We stayed up until like 5 a.m. y'all. I had to leave for work at 6 a.m. So I left her house at like 5 a.m. Went back up the street to my house, laid in bed for like an hour. I don't even know if I slept for the full hour, but I laid in bed for like an hour. I had to get right back up at 6 and go to work, and I was dog tired.
Way to bring in your birthday, right?
Right. I go to work and just be dog tired. So I was at work all day, texting her, calling her, or I wasn't calling, but I was texting her, just telling her like, hey, I'm hecka tired. I can't believe we stayed out so late. Woo, woo, woo. And she wasn't responding to me. So I'm kind of like, oh.
She thought I might have been
I thought she might have ghosted me, or she just wasn't interested no more. I was like, hold on, I thought we had fun or whatever. But come to find out, I got off work. I went home and went to sleep when I got home and everything. And then when I woke up from sleeping, she had texted me back finally. It was like, oh, my bad, I was asleep. I was like,
knocked out, yeah.
I was like, oh, she got to sleep all day while I was at work dragging my butt. Like, I was so tired, y'all. I was tired. But it all worked out well.
Yeah.
We've been together every day since.
And she came over the next day, and then she
the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
And it's been every day from August 22nd to, well, August 21st is when I met her. So August 21st, 22nd, however you want to call her birthday, is August 22nd. So I always tell her, we always tell people we met on her birthday.
Right.
So since August 22nd, we have been inseparable, man. It's just been like, that's the whole time. It's been great. We done had some bad times. Not gonna say every day was perfect, but
And it's August 22nd of 2019, y'all.
Yeah.
Not of this year or anything.
It's been a whole year and some change, like
Yeah,
almost
it's
like
been
a year and a
over a year
half,
now.
almost a year and a half now,
Yeah.
and it's been great vibes ever since.
But until next time, y'all, because we'll definitely have more videos up soon. So stay tuned, subscribe, follow us on our Instagrams. We'll put those down below or up somewhere on the screen.
Comment.
Yeah. Until next time, y'all.
All right, peace and love.